I'm standing here on the eastern edge of the Rose Farm, a 200-acre property just south of Gettysburg, owned in 1863 by George and Dorothy Rose. During the battle, its fields became the scene of some of the bloodiest fighting. On July 2nd, 1863, waves of Union and Confederate soldiers marched onto these fields and were cut down and roasted, just as they had advanced. The fighting here was so fierce, so costly, that bodies covered the ground. A very famous photograph was taken by Alexander Gardner in the days following the battle. It's believed to have been taken right here at the Rose Farm. I wanted to shoot this video today on the actual spot because it's really cool, but the National Park Service has the actual farm closed today, so we're on the eastern edge. The photo, which I'll place in the comments below, shows the grim aftermath of the fight. Soldiers lying right where they fell just as they marched, reminders of the terrible price paid on this soil. It forces us to imagine what was going through the hearts and minds of these men as they lay dying. At Gettysburg, thousands of men faced death. For some, it mercifully came instantly, but for many, it came slowly, painfully, the result of horrific wounds. Survivors tell us that when a man was gut shot, he knew he would die. They would rip open their jackets and shirts really quick to see where they were hit, because they knew if it was in their chest or their abdomen, they would prepare for the end. Some would write final words in their diaries. Some whispered messages for their wives and children. And some only then began to cry out to God. We call that foxhole faith. A man who's lived far from God suddenly finds himself staring death in the face, and he prays, God, if you get me out of this, I'll serve you. But here's the truth. That kind of faith rarely lasts. Because when the danger passes, the promises fade. Life without God resumes. Isaiah 17 describes the people of Damascus in ruin, finally turning to the true God after chasing after idols. In Philippians 2, it reminds us that one day every tongue will confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. But men, that kind of last-minute faith is not faith at all. It's not about God. It's about self. It's idolatry, pure and simple. True faith, real faith, is different. True faith trusts God in the good times and the bad. True faith confesses Christ before the bullets fly, not just when death closes in. James 4:14 warns us, what is your life? You are a mist that appears for a little while and then vanishes. Here's the question for us. Do you really want to gamble with eternity? You may not have the chance to rip open your jacket, take stock, and whisper a last prayer. The encouragement today is simple. Trust Jesus now. Don't wait for the foxhole. Don't wait for the crisis. Trust Jesus today and know that He's rescued you forever.